Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So we saw Ghana change their setup from a 4-2-3-1 formation to a 4-4-2 formation in order to get more bodies into the penalty box of the Angolans, and this resulted in an equalizing goal in Luanda. And going forward, I think this is the system that Ghana should be playing under coach Chris Houghton, and these are the reasons why. Okay, so the first point is that we don't have a typical striker. When I'm talking of a typical striker, I mean the box-to-box kind of strikers that no matter what, they are always in your box and they are always ready to pounce on the list of chances that they get. So if you look at our system right now, the kind of players that we have in our team, we don't have that kind of striker. Inaki Williams is a good player, but then he also likes to get on the ball. Just like Jordan also, he also likes to get on the ball. We used to have Afinajan. He is also that kind of strikers. He likes to get on the ball. Those kind of strikers, they are not box to box. You won't find them in the penalty box. If I'm talking of I think the last box to box striker, the last proper box-to-box striker that Ghana had was, I think, Junior Agogo. If you remember quite well, he was that kind of player that no matter what, you will always see him in the box. So I got to a time when he came to the team, people were saying Junior Agogo is taking away Asamoahgyan's goals, because Asamoahgyan will just go further back to get the ball, and then when he gets into the penalty box, he releases Junior Agogo, and then Junior Agogo will score. So once we don't have that typical box-to-box kind of striker, we need to play two strikers. Like we've been saying, we need to play two strikers. Once we don't have a typical box-to-box striker, we need to have two strikers. And we have seen that Chris Houghton is a coach that always likes to keep the shape of the team. So it means though we will be playing well, our team will also be quite defensive minded. And if we have another striker also being defensive minded, it means we are always going to be short of players in the opposition box. And if we want to really score, we have to have another striker join Inaki Williams in the box so that we can get more goals. You see those kind of strikers that they can play as a winger too. Those kind of strikers, you can never call them box-to-box strikers. They always like to go back and get the ball to be able to also move forward. Okay, we need, if we can have a box-to-box striker, then we can say that we can play a 4-2-3-1 system under this coach's philosophy of keeping the team shape. If we are going to keep the team shape and we are still playing one top, it's going to worry the team. So we need to play with two strikers going forward. Okay, so if we are going to play two strikers at a time, what does this mean for our number 10 role? I mean, what does this mean for Kudus? Because we all know that Kudus has been our main player for some time now. He has been our top-notch player. At times when we really need someone to step up, he is the one that does the job for us. So having a coach like this who prefers keeping the team's shape so that we can be very defensive, and we are opting to play two strikers at a time, what does this mean for Kudus? My answer is that, you see, at Ajax, there has been times that Kudus has been used as a false 9. Okay, so if Kudus comes into this team and he's still being played as one of the strikers, I don't think there will be a problem with that, because even with the 4-4-2 system, one thing that you can really realize is that you can divide the pitch into two like this. You see, you can divide the pitch into two. So if the ball is on the right side of the pitch, one of the strikers can act as a number 10 for the other striker. Like the one that we scored the goal. You see, Joseph Pencil was here, and then the player that was in the box realized that he had to move or draw back in order to get the ball from Joseph Pencil. That's how two strikers up front they play. One will have to move quite further when the ball is at the side, then the other will act as if he is playing the number 10 role. In the same vein, when the ball is on the left side, the striker that is on the left side will move a bit up, and then the other one will act as the number 10. So in a way, they try to help themselves, because if we are playing in a two striker system, it means we have divided the pitch into two. And if you realize, even the other players that make up the squad, they've also been divided into two. Okay, so the same way that our strikers will play, that will be the same way that our midfielders will also play. If the ball is on the left side, the holding midfielder here will push a little bit up, and then the other one will cover for him. We'll be keeping our shape, but then we want to always make sure that when the ball gets into the final third, we have enough bodies to do the job for us. And also, one thing I wanted to talk about, you see, right now, if you really look at the squad of players that are in the Black Stars right now, currently, you realize that the wingers that we have, they are very, very fast. Our wingers are very fast. I can tell you that this particular goal that we scored against the Angolans, I can tell you for a fact that it is the fastest transitional goal that we have scored in a while. The last time we scored a goal like this, that was quite a fast break, was when Stephen Appiah gave a long ball to Michael Essien when we were playing South Africa. One of our qualifiers, the first time that we qualified for the World Cup, we played South Africa in their own country and we beat them 2-0. That was the first time I saw Ghana do that kind of transitional play in this fast pace. And this particular team has showed similarities. So this is why I'm saying that you can play the 4-4-2 system, because most of the African teams that we'll be playing against, they are always going to sit back and watch us play. Almost all of them, unless we meet the likes of Egypt, the likes of maybe Morocco, and sometimes the Nigeria and then Cote d'Ivoire. Even Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire, sometimes we match them up very well. So the other teams, they are most often going to sit back. So if we are playing just a system where we have only one striker up front, it's like we putting pressure on ourselves. We have to have more bodies in the penalty box, and if our wingers too are quite fast, that means we are going to have almost all the time 4, 3, 5 strikers in our offensive third, and that is really going to give us a lot of goals. This particular system, a 4-4-2 formation, I think this will be the best time that Ghana needs to go back to that particular formation that we used to have, where we had Michael Essien and then Stephen Appiah in the middle, or sometimes Michael Essien and then we had a player called William Thierry. He was playing for Kotoko and then he went abroad. That kind of team was that was a team that, though they can punish you, you will always find it hard to play against them, because when it comes to transitioning, they are very good, and then when it comes to defending also, they are very good. So I think this is the kind of setup that Chris Houghton should look at and consider using going forward. Thank you very much, and please do like and comment. I want to know what you people think also about our tactics, and then kindly subscribe to the channel so that we can bring you more content. Thank you.